Wow, Kelly students are coming to class today. Sweet little preschoolers in special education and their families are going to have the privilege and the joy of having teacher Kelly as their teacher this year. And that just made me so happy. And I'm so glad that you're here because you've been in my heart and my mind and those students, and just so grateful to know that there are teachers like you out there. Make this special ed mama very happy. So, this IEP mama. So here we are. You know, those things don't go away. So we are in Franklin, New Jersey, which is a couple towns over from Sussex Borough. And I wanted to come here because I've always loved this park. Franklin, I'm looking at a historical marker. I'll turn the camera. So you can see the sun has not risen yet. But the Franklin furnace is very important to this area. They were an iron mining town, and they also have all kinds of minerals that are not anywhere else in the world that I know of or that they know of. There's a museum I haven't gone to here that I really want to. But the sign says Franklin furnace began before the Revolution, making iron ore mined from Franklin Pond, this very pond that we're standing at. An iron furnace was here from about 1765 to 1895. It began as a water-powered charcoal forge along the Wallkill River. Hello, remember we've been to this site housed a coal-fired forge and foundry that included what was reported to be among the largest in the nation during the 1870s, known as the model mining town of the East. Franklin has one of the largest zinc ore bodies on Earth. Franklin Borough is known as the fluorescent mineral capital of the world. Hey, K and Row, that's what I was looking for. The fluorescent mineral capital of the world. Since K and Row arrived, I need to tell y'all that they are special guest stars of a video that's coming out on my channel today. I held it for Wednesday because they also have a video that goes live at 5. And so I thought it's not live, but it'll be dropped at 5. And so they are special guests on my video, showing a preview of my next small short-term series, which is about theater and getting into theater as a retired person or as a person, over 50-ish. I actually got back into theater. Hi, Kite. Hi, Cheryl. I actually got back into theater when I was in my early 40s after I took a 30-year hiatus. So I'm hopeful that the series will help people. Do you see the geese? Yeah, they'll be there. They have their video at 5, and I thought that if I published mine at noon Eastern time, then it might drive some viewers to them because they were so supportive. One of the reasons I wanted to walk here was, hello, a bridge. If there's ever an excuse to walk on a bridge, I'm on it. They're swimming away. So good to see you, Cheryl. Chrissy and Andy, hi. Shout out to all the IEP moms, says Madden. I'm an IEP student. I'm grateful for how the educational system is trying to improve and advance our education. Yes, indeed. So here we're in the fluorescent capital of the world. And I really need to get to that museum. Here in the golden hour, there's a pretty fountain. So it was a bustling iron ore area in the 18th and 19th centuries. So quite different than it is now, kind of bucolic. It's interesting how special ed families get in the business, so to speak. My father had a publishing company for a while that was specialized in special education textbooks. He worked for mainstream publishers, as I did in my early career. So pretty. I am really grateful. Oh, you were at the Long Pond Ironworks yesterday. Oh, yes, on your... I'm sorry, I'm distracted by an animal. On your New Jersey hike. Oh, it's just a squirrel. And checking out the Hewitt family influence. I don't know if I said it yesterday, but I thought it, that I am very obsessed with the Stockton family, another New Jersey family. Possibly because their influence stretched so far into my life. I went to school in Stockton, California. And in South Jersey, I'll be fairly close to Stockton State University. And you may or may not remember that I'm really into Ahhs. What's that? Do you see that? Oh my goodness. Here. Oh my gosh, I need to stand still. I wonder if it'll get up out of the water or just swim around. Oh, okay, it flipped. So is that a beaver? Is that what? Anyone know? I'm fascinated. What is it? Where'd it go? Where did you go? It reminded me of the river otter that I saw in South Jersey, but it must have known that we're looking at it. Oh my goodness. Where did you go, honey pie? I'm looking for okay. I see, maybe it's coming toward me. Do you see that line over there? I'm wondering if that's it. Oh. So where in the world is that mammalian life? There's a word I haven't used yet on these mornings. We're going off the trail to get closer to see if they'll pop up again. This is called following your fascinations. We talked about that in journaling last night. If anyone sees that mysterious animal, shout out. Not a bird. It was I'm guessing, a beaver, an otter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I just saw its tail. I've never seen one up here before, though. A couple of them swam up to me when I was on a bridge in South Jersey in the winter. But one of the things that makes me happy about South Jersey is they have river otters in abundance down there, especially where I'm going to be. So to see a river otter up here just feels really cool. If that was in fact a river otter, now I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, when I said the word mammalian, that's like, it's a mammal. So, it's so interesting. I also love the mist rising up from the pond. This is beautiful. Okay, we're going to keep walking. Our friend has gone underwater. And maybe when we come back, we'll see it. biggest kites. My guess was otter. That was my first guess. I just couldn't believe my eyes. I just couldn't believe it. Okay. Gonna walk up this way back to the trail. So one thing that I learned that I didn't know fairly recently is how much the forests around these areas, or the trees around these areas where there's a lot of iron mining, is that these aren't old forests. These aren't old woods, because to make iron, you need to burn up a lot of forest. So I'm going to go this way. I've never wandered over this way. Madden mentioned to me yesterday, he asked if I was going to continue to do morning lives, because next week we're going back to night golden walks. Oh, okay, this was a good choice. And I'm thinking of perhaps in the future doing some Mary Oliver lives in the morning, because for those who don't know Mary Oliver, she's a very well-loved poet, American poet of the 20th and 21st century. And she loved being outside and walking. One of her collections is Why I Wake Early. One is 1,000 Mornings. Very famous poet, even to non-poetry people. And I came across a gentleman who's actually doing a challenge or an experiment. Okay, we might have some more interesting sightings. I don't know if you saw it out there, but there was another out here. You can see the ripples maybe. Another head popped out. But Mary Oliver, part of her writing practice was to bring her notebook out to the woods and write in the mornings, or wherever she was near, whatever wildlife she was near. She actually lived her last couple decades in Florida. Now the sun has not risen above those mountains over there, or hills, whatever they are. I believe that way, out that way, is the Wallkill River. And again, we've been on the Wallkill River hunt all week long. That's pretty. Scouting out photos. If you have the chance to like this video, I'd appreciate it. If you're new here, we're so excited for you to be a part of the road to 65. I am celebrating my 65th birthday for 6 months in advance by going for walks during the golden hour. These are wonder walks. So we walk around different spaces and find things that cause us to be curious and to wonder, because curiosity and wonder and movement and keeping our brains functional is an important part of health as we're aging. And one of the fun things that I'm doing is I'm exploring places close by and going further than I've gone before. And that is super fun. So while I have driven, well, along the road, which you can see on the perimeter of this pond, I have not walked on this side. This isn't really a trail. I'm doing my Thoreau impression by going where there's not a trail. That's very good, Madden. That's excellent thought with when you're building your home, your future home. A little bit of literary history. Laura Ingalls Wilder was a favorite writer of mine as a child. And in 2015, when I was driving through Missouri, I went to the place where she lived as, in her 60s, 70s, 80s. She lived to her 90s. But she and her husband, Almanzo, built a home from scratch. And they were small people. I mean, they were small in stature, huge in every way. And so the counters were lower than usual. Just really cool what they did. I have not seen it. Have you seen it, Kelly? Kelly's asking, has anyone seen the Netflix version of Little House on the Prairie? My glasses are fogging up. Oh, Ro was watching it. You did? And what'd you think? Kelly and I, history buffs. Kay and Ro, history buffs. I love the original. I love the books the best. And I was also a big fan of the TV show. I remember at one point they put up a show up against it, and I was really upset because I thought it was going to hurt its ratings. I was a very passionate child about my television shows. I think you should watch it, Madden. The new version, Kelly is the expert on that. Okay, I see a bird down there. I do not know what it is. Do you see it? It's hunting. We're going to go in that direction, but we'll likely frighten it. But hopefully not. You think it's good? Okay. I have Hulu too. And I think I watched one Gilmore Girls episode, which seems strange because from what I've heard, it's totally a me show. I got out of the television viewing habit. Oh, interesting. Chrissy, I'm guessing it's Chrissy, is saying that the actors look similar. And what's so funny, Did you see that? There was a heron just waiting to greet us. That was awesome. That's a wonder moment. When people see photos of the Ingalls family, they're surprised because they're not glamorous, gorgeous people. Ordinary pioneers. And Laura Ingalls Wilder wrote a book before the Little House series, and the publishers deemed it unpublishable because it was very honest about some of the unpleasantness that happened on their journey in the prairie. So history says that Laura and her daughter Rose got together and collaborated to take her original work and revise it. And it became first Little House in the Big Woods. It was published in 1932. I know that so clearly because that's the year my mom was born. And my mom introduced me to Laura Ingalls Wilder. Yeah, there's lots of wonder this morning. Possible river otters. I have to tell you guys, this is kind of wonder also. I no longer wake up saying, oh no, I have to go out there and walk. That is wonderful. I wake up saying, oh, I'm excited to take everybody to such and so. And even now, I'm walking down, it's uneven, and I'm not scared. What's going on? What's happened? Okay, there. I scared away the cute little bird that I wanted us to identify. I'm sorry. I was so excited to talk about my own progress. It really is amazing. And we're only midway through the 3rd week. Okay. Let's see what we see. See if we spot any otters. Okay, I see. Oh my gosh. One of the problems with the phone, here comes a flock of what? They're going off the other way. There's the heron. Not as good as we saw in Bridgeton, but very cool nonetheless. My glasses are fogged up. I wonder when that will stop happening. That's a pretty shot. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says that's awesome, Julie. And literally having you all with me has made an enormous difference. And sure, I come out to these places alone, but I really enjoy coming out here with all y'all, whether you're live or on the replay. Replay viewers are using these videos to walk on their treadmills, enjoy the sights and sounds and scenery, the conversation. So that was something else that surprised me, because I don't often watch replays. I watch produced videos, clearly they're replays, but I don't often watch live replays. Okay, does anyone have anything coming out today that they want to share? Like I said, I know that Kay and Ro have their video coming at 5. Will be published at 5. I have a preview of my new series that will be coming at noon. But these are all Eastern times. A trampoline in this yard. We're not going to go there, but there it is. I hear geese. And I see the sun's coming around, so. One thing that's also cool, and happened yesterday too, is seeing the reflection of the sun. Looking west and seeing the reflection of the sun coming from the east. Look, there's the sun. I want to sing. Have I sung the Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me? I left a note last night for you, and I'm curious, I'll ask a question now because I'd forgotten to ask a question. Oh, this is a perfect spot. It reminds me of a peacock. With the sun coming up around the circular part of that tree. Oh my goodness. Here comes the golden light. Maybe I'll need to move the next couple walks to 6:45 just because of the light. Because our half hour's almost up. So yes, just I'll change the time to 6:45 Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Just FYI, you all who are here. And we'll bleed into Sally's live a little bit, but oh, that's so pretty. So what has inspired you this week? Thank you, Madden. You haven't seen any heron at your pond this year. They usually come to hunt the frog. Uh-oh. Cheryl, you need to go hiking with Kay and Ro. It is a fabulous experience. If they put up with me, they would welcome you. Prayers for Madden's friend, yes. Yes, God will know. God will definitely know who. Uh-oh. Tonight's video hike is a tough one, and Ro has a bit of PTSD. I know all about that. Not about Ro's hiking or the PTSD that you experienced, but PTSD while in the outdoors. But yes, Kay and Ro are master facilitators of hiking, and they're patient and kind. They're also really good improvisers. And if you watch Kevin set up a shot, I mean, Kevin is really an artist. Kevin is definitely an artist. And he really sets up shots beautifully, crafts a great video. So we could all hike with Kay and Ro and learn new things. Hello, son. Welcome to another day. I know, look at that. Kevin might be trying to deflect from all the compliments. And Roseanne, they're such great partners. That's also really inspiring to me. So that inspired me this week. Kay and Ro's friendship with each other and their wonderful relationship and collaboration is just amazing. Yeah, it is gorgeous, you're right. Hopefully, maybe you're all learning or getting some ideas for your photography and filming. I don't know where we're going to go tomorrow. I have to wait for inspiration to strike. If you are looking to be inspired with walking at 7:30 our time on the East Coast, old Dave will be out walking. He walks for a long time, so you could look for him at 7:30, 8:30. He's usually still walking, and then he sits at his home chatting. Thank you, Madden. And now it's time to go. If you want to go watch Sally, she's starting in a moment. Madden's a huge helper to Sally, as he is to me. So, all right, let's see what happens when I turn around and flip the camera, because it's about time for me to sign off almost. There, look at that. Look at Sweaty Julie. There's the backlit light. Oh, can't get to get out of that shot. Hope you have a great day, Madden. So if you're a portrait photographer, this is also a great time of day. See, I always try to hide my scar on my face. It doesn't work, but it makes me feel better. This time of day, the golden hour is fabulous for portrait photography. Oh my goodness, this has been such a fun walk. We saw a lot of wonder. To recap, we saw possibly a river otter, We saw a heron. We saw a mystery bird that I need to identify. We saw the sunrise. We learned about the iron furnace here. This fabulous mining town of Franklin, New Jersey. It's also the first place where I had a job offer in New Jersey. My first jobs as a teenager were cleaning houses and babysitting. But as an adult, my first offer as a substitute teacher, was here in Franklin. I didn't take it because I went to High Point instead, which is closer to home, and a high school, which I really enjoyed. Okay. So I'm going to go around, go to a tree opening so we can look at the sun one more time, and then I'll be done, and I'll take some photos. Anyway, it is a pleasure to walk with you. Oh, yes, I believe you live in the same town as one of my dear friends used to, and she would go out all the time. Took lots of photos. I don't know if you've gone to Wakota, but she used to love going to, I think it's Wakota, or that might be the town my son-in-law's from. I don't know. There's the sun over here. Yes. I would say East Coast ocean sunrises are phenomenal. The first time I saw one was in Massachusetts, and it took my breath away. Definitely. Definitely. All right, everyone. I hope that you remember this morning fondly. I certainly remember this time with you with great joy. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll start at 7:45 or 6:45.